Good morning, my friend. This is Anthony Mwami. I want to give you some kingdom breakfast. What is kingdom breakfast? This is food for your spiritual energy to do your day and run your race. Quickly this morning, I'm about to go into the service, and so I want to share with you one of the 12 secrets to receiving from God, or the 12 keys to receiving from God. So I want to share one of those 12 keys. All right, the first key to receiving from God is to understand that God blesses you based on your sonship and not on your servanthood. Now, you'll have to understand that a servant is destined for a salary, and he works to receive the salary. A son is destined for inheritance, and a son receives it by birth. Now, I'm sharing from my book, The Midnight Watch, The Hour of Breakthrough, and I've dedicated an entire chapter number 12, where I talk on 12 keys to receiving from God. So here is key number 1. You will have to walk in your sonship. Now you'll have to understand the Bible says you're no longer a servant but a son, and if a son, then an heir of God. Psalm 24 says the earth and the fullness thereof belongs to God. How do servants receive? Servants receive only when they work. If they don't work, they don't receive. How do sons receive? Sons receive by birth. Just because you're born in a certain family, you are entitled to the wealth and the blessings and the inheritance and the name in that house. So a lot of people have failed to receive from God because they have a servant mentality. What is a servant mentality? They check their righteousness, they check their holiness, they check how hard they work, they check how hard they pray, and they're using their works to receive from God. And it's because of their servant mentality. But do you remember a prodigal son? He came back to his father's house. How did he receive? He received simply by coming back as a son, and the father blessed him. So this morning I want to invite you to come back to the Father's heart, the heart of God. That's your Father's home, and in that home there is enough for you. In John 10:10, Jesus says, I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. But you know what? This abundance that God has for you is in the house. And what is in the house is not for servants, it's for sons. Well, if you choose to position yourself as a servant, you'll have to work hard for God's blessings. But if you position yourself as a son, by birth, it'll be your covenant right to receive all the inheritance. I'm going to the church service, but I wish you a good day this morning, and I want you to know that the whole earth is your Father's wealth, and if you position yourself as a son, you will receive now by faith from God. You are blessed, and enjoy the day.